So late last year, we picked up this 1965 Mustang Coupe, and like we told you guys, we're gonna do a bunch of video installations on it that you've been asking for, some of the basics. We already did bumpers on this car, we've done backup lights, we did a trunk mat kit, we did mirrors, we're gonna rebuild the heater, do a few more things. We also promised you early in 2021, we would tell you all about our goals for this project. So basically what we're gonna do with this car is build what I would call a poor man's Shelby. We wanna build a car that could be vintage raced, yet still be a street car, and we want to do it for a reasonable budget. So our plan is, again, to make the car handle, make the car brake, put a good engine and trans in it, but we want to kind of keep it very, very vintage. So first of all, you guys have been asking what's the name of this car. We have decided on Project Betty, which I think is a perfect name for this car. It's going to be a nice, fun build, and again, we want to make sure we do things that you guys at home can do. We're going to stay push rod. We're going to do a 5-speed, but we're going to stay with a stick shift. We're gonna keep, reasonably quality brakes on it, but nothing crazy expensive, nothing crazy exotic. All things you guys have asked about and should be able to do at home. Now we have a lot of vendors that are already on board for this project and a lot more in the works. We're gonna take a few minutes and tell you about some of the projects you're gonna see in 2021 on Project Betty. So first, we want to thank all of you for all the project ideas and replies and everything we got when we first picked up this project car. We know what you guys want to see, and we want to give you a lot of the videos you had asked for. But starting with the outside of the car, here's what our plans are. Are we going to paint it? We have no plans to paint the car. Are we going to wrap it or maybe dip it? Possibly. But our goal kind of now is we're probably just going to sand it down, get rid of some of the paint that flakes off of it, maybe even clear over it. We're not looking to win car shows. We're looking to build a car that performs, and that's gonna be our goal with this car. So under the hood, we are sticking with a push rod motor. A lot of guys said Coyote swap. We've done that, and a Coyote swap is awesome, but it's not a budget-friendly thing to do. Sticking with a push rod motor, which the car came with in the factory, will make it more budget-friendly. As far as engines go, we're probably gonna go with a crate engine, probably something from Ford Performance, but 302-based motor. If we can get 350, 400 horsepower, that would be plenty. Automatic, definitely going away. We're going to put a T5 swap in the car. And as far as the rear end goes, right now we actually want to keep the 8-inch. That might change. A 9-inch is obviously stronger, a better way to go, but a built 8-inch is something that can hold power and something we really never discussed before, so that's the plan there. One thing people have asked for years is wiring. So we are going to gut the car, remove all that factory wiring, and do an entire 65/6 chassis kit from Painless Performance. That'll upgrade everything to modern wiring, so we can do LED lighting, all kinds of nice upgrades to the ignition, and have the proper wiring to do so. Interior-wise, we're actually not going to go crazy because the interior is nice. We are going to do a complete gauge cluster from Classic Instruments. The factory seats are going to go away to more of a race-inspired vintage seat from Distinctive, along with a set of Scott Drake 3-inch seat belts. That'll give us a nice race-inspired, comfortable interior. On the outside, we're going to tap Legendary wheels for a set of their Mini Light style wheels and a 17-inch, which will give us more of a performance style setup and also look the part of the vintage look for this car that we are going with. Now, all the fuel lines and brake lines will all be replaced by classic tube pieces. We'll be doing a disc brake kit from CJ Classics on here. We also have radiator upgrades and some other upgrades from ACP, and we're going to do a Scott Drake stainless steel fuel tank to top that all off. As far as other things we're going to do, suspension-wise, we're talking to actually QA1 and TCP. We're going to do a mix of components there. Again, stuff that you can bolt on. We're not trying to get any crazy subframes or anything crazy like that. I mean, that stuff is awesome. But again, in a car like this, you want to do a bolt-on car, something you guys can do at home. So I'm sure you can tell we are really excited about the 65 Mustang build. We got some great vendors on board already and even more coming down the pike. As far as a timeline and goals of this car, like I said, we want a vintage race car kind of build, but something that's fun to drive on the street, and we definitely want to road trip this car. We would love to take it to SEMA or take it to some big event like that. We can actually take it out, stretch its legs, and truly enjoy the car when we're finished with it. But again, definitely let us know what you guys think of this build. Are there any parts you want to see that maybe I didn't mention that you'd love to see us do? Let us know in the comments below, and make sure you keep it here and subscribe for more updates on Project Betty.